like an avatar. I just difference with them now. Life is superficial and on the town. Sometimes the brain just wants to break down, which occurs when losing focus. Yeah, become reborn like the lotus, while I dematerialize and transform into ether. Aim at your oldest teacher, healing music for the receiver. Pause, ask yourself, are you a believer? In fact, life will get a little better with patience as we build to become one nation. No Satan's power is your temptation, so never lose concentration of your own creation. Chant the song out loud, my children. The time is now. As an indigo chant the song out loud, my children. The time is now. As an indigo chant the song out loud, my children. The time is now. My children, the time is now to stand up and face reality and conquer your own destiny. For Most High, El Elyon, Amun, Allah is watching and guiding us to our destiny. Always have faith and unconditional love. That deep salvation within myself. Ishq or divine love is incubated in everything that exists. All is in all, nothing can be added or taken from the all. Amun.
Why? I want to do the TikTok. I want to do the TikTok live. I want to read my bars off while I'm rapping. I could do that after. I'll just do the TikTok live. Just when we start speaking on that.
Metascience. I want the high priest, grand high of Metascience. Let's go.
This is real life. So, within I see, I know the future. Like that, I joke, I don't go lie. Our place take my teacher. So, I'm gonna real life matter, but my important thing, Black Lives Matter. Don't get it twisted, man. All life matter. I try what can they make all life matter. So, COVID-19 is taking our life. Our white people is taking back life. I need to say we be one shot. I need to say our unity will be long shot. I need to say our one love will be long shot. Yeah, that's not the hatred. Don't say that's my one shot.
Let me say, come again, Metascience. 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 I'm on now, the street love, check it, and it's on now, the high priest and that ain't no. Yeah, I'm ready, but the energy is got my spirit has grown, and the access to watching and protecting us every single minute. COVID-19 can stop me from collecting the green, cause I'm a keyword. The short feelings don't. I'm the high priest and Outlaws present but remains unseen. Outlaws present but remains unseen. You chant Black Lives. 212 pockets of black swords and shards. Join Metascience Industries and stand by my side. Yeah, cause you are physically free. Our minds corrupted by a digital screen. The truth is what your third eye can see. Give thanks for life, give thanks for the breath. We are strong with the last one's left. Metascience. Give thanks for life, give thanks for the breath. We are strong with the last one's left. Let me say, come again, Metascience. 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 The grand high, they London, UK, delivering blessings to all my spiritual warriors that day across the globe, especially my spiritual warriors in Nigeria, Delta State, River State, and Lagos. Freedom, Metascience, freedom, like a runaway slave, freedom, like I just got paid, freedom, 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 come on, freedom, 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 Metascience, freedom, 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 come on, freedom, Metascience, freedom, 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 I can't eat freedom. Freedom, stay with your chest, freedom, freedom. All my queens, let me hear you say freedom. All my kings, let me hear you say freedom. All my children, let me hear you say freedom. All my brothers, let me hear you say freedom. All my sisters, let me hear you say freedom. Pump your fist in the air, too sure that we play the high priest and the freedom fighters are the world's worst nightmare. Let us prepare to damage and tear this new world order that is treated us unfair. First solution is a Russian. This is a freedom song, so sing along. We're a million men strong, the war is on because Babylon did us wrong. The time is now to be awake and to broadcast the news that is safe. I'm the high priest when I get high, let's take it. When the war's over, heaven on earth is gone. We're going to create a high priest and his mental science soldiers and his freedom fighters. It's time to concentrate. Elohim, forgive us for our sins. No bells on the wings, destroy the evil freedom. Freedom, freedom, freedom. Freedom, come on, freedom, freedom, come on, freedom, freedom, like a runaway slave, freedom, like I just got paid, freedom, while I'm in the jail, freedom, every single day, let me hear you say freedom, freedom, all my queens, let me hear you say freedom, all my kings, let me hear you say freedom, all my children, let me hear you say freedom, all my brothers, let me hear you say freedom, all my sisters, let me hear you say freedom, 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 mental science, freedom, come on, freedom, pump your fist in the air to show that you get the high priest and the freedom fighters on the culture, worst nightmare, let us prepare to damage and tear this new world order that is treating us unfair. First solution is a Russian. This is a freedom song, so sing along. We're a million man strong, the war is only cause Babylon did us wrong. Freedom, 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 come on, freedom, 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 I can't hear you, freedom, stay with your chest, freedom, freedom, all my queens, let me hear you say freedom, all my kings, let me hear you say freedom, all my children, let me hear you say freedom, all my brothers, let me hear you say freedom, all my sisters, let me hear you say freedom, freedom, like a runaway slave, freedom, like I just got paid, freedom, while I'm smoking the jail, freedom, every single day. We won't be silent until you stop the violence. Put the gun down, put the knife down. We don't want to lose another life. Squash the beat. It's time to unite. Mama, don't cry. Everything's gonna be alright. Let our silence. Let's go. Someone else superhero in these streets, delivering street prayers for the children found out deceased. For living real life, 6 feet deep, idolize and troll rappers, then becoming brainwashed like sheep. Posting on your mindset, forcing the young to carry a debt. What's happening, bro? Where did the love go? Things ain't what they used to be. Children, stop the violence and listen to me. Black men, dying species, blood stains on the pavement. Why do we need to make a statement? Why? Why do we need to make a statement? We won't be silent until we stop the violence. Put the gun down, put the knife down. We don't want to lose another life. Squash the beat. It's time to unite. Mama, don't cry. Everything's gonna be alright. Baby girl, die because someone else feels your pain. Your man keeps hurting you cause he's insane. Pack your bags and leave him to catch the next train. Or if it is emergency, die because someone will pay for your pain. As long as you're in my arms, he will never hurt you again. And as for your man, listen to me, boy, you can't correct. How dare you disrespect your queen? It's time for your punishment from the grand architect, Metascience. The high priest is on the mission to protect and collect the queens so I ain't neglect. Yeah, I'm talking to you queens so I ain't neglect. We won't be silent until you stop the violence. Put the gun down, put the knife down. We don't want to lose another life. Squash the beat, it's time to unite. Mama, don't cry, everything's gonna be alright. Metascience. Let's go. We won't be silent until you stop the violence. Put the gun down, put the knife down. We don't want to lose another life. Squash the beat, it's time to unite. Mama, don't cry, everything's gonna be alright. Metascience. Let's go. Uh-huh, 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 uh-huh. Now, before we start, we first must give thanks and praises to Amun Ray, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Marduk, Melchizedek, El Kadir, Usa, Uset, Eru, Anu, Enki, Ma'at, Pata, Rastafari, Haile Selassie, Metascience, to mommy, to daddy, to granny, to granddad, to the ancestors, and to the most high. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. La ilaha illallah. Greetings, my spiritual warriors and my Metascience soldiers. This is the High Priest, Grand Hyphen of Metascience Ministries. Amun El. Ya done know Metascience. And welcome to the Metascience Ministries Reasoning and Fellowship Show via Omega FM Radio.co.uk, aka 104.1 FM. And also on YouTube Live and Instagram Live. If you want to see the High Priest Amun El live and direct in 4K vision, all you have to do is go onto YouTube, type in on YouTube in the search engine Amun El, which is spelled Amun as in A for Africa, M for magnificent, U for upliftment, N for Nubian space, L, which is spelled E for Elyon, L for love. As you click search, you will see the High Priest Amun El's YouTube channel. Smash that red button that says subscribe and click the bell icon so you can be notified when High Priest Amun El is going live and dropping new content. Because today we dropped the first Metascience freestyle that we did last week on Omega FM Radio.co.uk, aka 104.1 FM. And we'll play it later on in the show. But we have a new freestyle tonight. And this freestyle is for anybody that has dissed the High Priest. Because the High Priest, someone else, doesn't usually do diss track. But sometimes we have to set the record straight. Because some people get too brave on social media and believe that they know what they're doing, or they want to cancel man out. And we don't get cancelled. You follow that? We're not going out like that. We ain't leaving this planet without a fight.
Definitely not.
We ain't leaving this planet without no victory or legacy being built. You follow that? Now shout out to everybody that's on the YouTube, that's watching. Yeah, bless up. Good evening. Shout out to everybody that's listening on the FM radio, 104.1 FM in London, UK. Shout out to everybody that's listening on the internet. Also, we have a special guest in the building. Would you like to introduce yourself, bro?
It's Immortal Schemes. Already know, like, used to do rapping. Still in it a bit, but now I'm doing boxing, mainly focused on boxing. And yeah, a conscious, spiritual, divine brother. And yeah, just here with Amun El today. Just, yeah, getting on this conscious, spiritual, divine talk.
Exactly, bro. That's what it's all about. You know, anything on the Metascience Ministries Reasoning and Fellowship Show, it's all conscious. So, first of all, there's been a lot of news lately, especially last week. A lot of hot topics to talk about, and we're gonna get into it soon. We're just setting up the audio, so we got it good now. So yes, so there's been a lot of hot topics this past week, and the first hot topic is the Queen Elizabeth II, dying last week. Now the High Priest Amun is a diplomat. The High Priest Amun practices diplomacy. And also the High Priest Amun is politically correct because he's a radio. You follow that? Now, the High Priest Amun says, rest in peace to the Queen, because what's done on planet Earth is done. It's now you're going back to your Creator, and your Creator will judge you for your actions. But the High Priest Amun doesn't have no bad intentions in his heart or no evil intentions. You follow that? So we're just saying, rest in peace. Cause we don't mess with the karma, and we don't attract disagreeable energy or omens. You follow that? A lot of people will be for and against the Queen, especially her family that is left. Like for example, not even Prince Charles, King Charles III is now King Charles. He was Prince when his mum was alive, but now he's the king. And a lot of people say that King Charles is going to bring forth the Great Reset, what the World Economic Forum is talking about. He's been an advocate for that, and everything's been put into place for 2030, the Great Reset. And we're just saying that be aware of the change that's happening. Right now, everything is very expensive. If you go to the shop, everybody's charging and saying, oh, it's Ukraine. Like things are difficult right now in UK. Oil has just gone through the roof. Any type of oil, whether it be gas or sunflower seed oil, black seed oil, castor oil, everything has gone up.
All types of energy is going up.
Exactly. Or any mineral, anything. But that doesn't mean that you as a divine being, your energy must go up, because we are energy. You follow that? We are energy. And we have to know thyself. And that's what Metascience is all about. Knowledge of self, knowing one's truth, knowing thyself, self-realization, and self-actualization. Shout out to Tasha Sean. Shout out to I'll Be Your Mirror. Thank you for joining the live tonight. We have a lot of things to talk about. Now, so the Queen has died. We got King Charles III coming through on the throne, and we know the Great Reset is coming because they've been talking about it. They've been saying about it, about what's going on, that no more that we're going to be individual. We're just going to be one consciousness, or we're all going to be plugged into the machine, and that's what's coming. So we have to be still freedom fighting. We need to be still protesting and still remembering thyself before it's too late, before they chip us. And we're just keeping it 100 like that. Now, the next news is that there's a protest. There's two protests, in fact, and it gets into the next topic. There's a protest for the freedom fighters on Saturday. Tomorrow's the 15th, the 17th, at the Bank of England, which is in Babylon, the belly of the beast. You follow that? Babylon, the belly of the beast. That area is boogie. When you go them sides, it's not nice. The energy is not nice. They say that's the Jack the Ripper place. Also, shout out to Kaz for joining in on the YouTube. So we got a protest for the freedom fighters at 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock, Bank of England, on Saturday the 17th. However, there's another protest. We don't want to say BLM, because we're not really about that, but there's a no justice, no peace protest for Chris Kaba. Because now when we're getting into the second topic, last week, there was shout out to J_J_stars for joining in the Instagram live. Shout out to everybody that's in the YouTube live. Shout out to everybody that's on the FM listening. Shout out to those listening while they're going home or driving. Yes, last week Monday, there was an incident with the police or the Met or the old Bill, and they killed an innocent man. They shot an innocent man that had no weapon on him or wasn't armed, and they killed him allegedly at point blank range, meaning that basically he was a couple of feet away from there was about a feet away of space between the police officer and Chris Kaba. And this is appalling. This is not right. Someone needs to go jail. The policeman who did this needs to go jail. You follow that? And anybody that says that the policeman that shouldn't go jail is the enemy. Because it's been too long that black people, especially in UK and all over the world, in America, in Europe, in Canada, in UK, are being targeted, racially profiled by the police, and being assassinated by the police, and the police are getting away with it. Now, we can remember...
There hasn't been any justice for time as well.
No, there hasn't.
Yeah, it was an unlawful killing, and it was totally wrong. Like, they saw Chris Kaba, they cornered him from the front and the back, and there wasn't no negotiation at all. They didn't try to negotiate and put him in custody safely. Like, the police's job their main job in law is to preserve life, and they didn't try to preserve his life. They just aim to kill, and they do this to black people too many times, and there's no justice at all. So if it was another person, I don't want to bring race into it, but if it was another person, they would have negotiated and tried to bring that person into custody safely. But because it was a person of color, they didn't want to do that. So, and shot him on sight.
No, of course, King.
And obviously they shot him on sight, and obviously that's murder. So that's a crime.
That's a crime.
Yeah.
They broke the common law.
Yeah.
The common law says no harm or loss to any man or woman on the land. And
they're civil servants as well. So
they're civil servants. They're supposed to serve the people, serve the citizens. That's their job, not to kill.
Too many times they haven't acted like civil servants.
Well, you know why, King? It's because in the Met or in the police in UK, there's a lot of systematic and institutionalized racism. And it's real. Let's be real now. The Met, the old Bill, when they see a black man, they have been programmed and conditioned to treat the black man in a certain way, or woman. Look what they did to Child Q. They basically molested Child Q, and they got away with it. And it makes High Priest someone else sad that these MFs can get away with it all the time, and no justice is being served to the police. And the reason why there's no justice being served, because you can go two ways about it. You can go, and it's only two ways. And let's be real. The other way is the Armageddon. You follow
You
that?
could do a peaceful march, or you could do the Armageddon. Like you could do the you can take it into action. Like,
Well, we're saying in the action, we're talking about going to court
yeah.
and going to like the Royal Courts of Justice or taking it to the Human Rights Court, the European Human Rights Court in Switzerland. You get it? This is now the diplomacy.
Yeah.
This is now the smart way to do it. You're either going Royal Courts of Justice, common law court, where policeman is no longer policeman. Policeman is the man. Is no more there.
It's maritime. Like
Not maritime. Maritime, they're protected because they got the statutes that protect them from Parliament. But now when you're in common law court, it's the most impartial way of judgment, because now you're dealing with the common law. You're not dealing with any statute law anymore. You're dealing just with harm or loss. Was there any harm? Was there any loss? There was a harm, there was a loss, so therefore they're guilty. But however, the common law, the European Human Court of Human Rights. Kaz says, bro, I've seen it with my own eyes. In it, you know I have. Yes, Queen, you have. When we were in Buckingham Palace, and they tried to do it to the High Priest, someone else, the police. But when the freedom fighters came and defended High Priest, and we used the common law against them, they couldn't do it.
But again, sorry to cut you, but again, with going to the courts as well, you can protest and go outside the courts to and you can have those freedom of speech to protest about the justice, but you got to know the law as well. You got to know common law. You got to know statute law as well. Like you got to know the articles, the different acts. You got to know all of that, like before you go to the court and try to deal with these people.
Okay, I mean, we're just saying the first step is going to the common law court or going to the European courts of human rights. That's like, if you want to get justice in a correct court, that's the court you need to be going to. Not no crown court, not no magistrate court. You need to be going to them kind of courts there. However, those courts cost a lot of money. Minimum you're paying is 10 grand to enter that court. Yeah, and that's with no lawyer. And with that case as well, okay, Kaz is saying not just at Buckingham Palace, at Speaker's Corner as well. Oh, you see, Queen, I forgot as well. They did it in Speaker's Corner. They wanted to arrest High Priest and just do the mad thing, but Kaz was there to save me. I remember that still. Give thanks for that. Yeah, so we're saying it costs minimum £10,000 to enter your case in those courts, and you need a QC for your case. A QC is a Queen's Counsel. It's a lawyer or it's a barrister that is high in the bar, high in the league, high in rank. So they know what they're doing. But minimum you're looking at is about 20 grand for them to represent you in court. But once you bust case, you get it. That 20 grand is already covered, because your minimum you're aiming for is £1 million in these courts as in compensation. You get it. Like, for example, the 10,000 grand you're paying for is for £100,000 compensation. You get me? So if you're now spending 100,000 in court or in those courts, you're aiming for £1 million. That's what you're aiming for. You get me? This is what we're talking about. This is the real law. This is the real freedom fighting. You see what we're saying? So
you can either go down the diplomatic route where you're doing it peacefully, or you can either go down the diplomatic route where you're doing it peacefully, or the marching, or where other people would want to go down is the more kind of aggressive route, which is the riots and all of that.
Well, let's talk about that. Let's talk about it, because you see, High Priest Amun L was present at the march last weekend on Saturday, the No Justice No Peace march for Chris Kaba, and the people that turned up, we give thanks and praises for their support and for their loyalty and their solitude for this matter. And Black Lives Matter turned up at this protest. And we know that Black Lives Matter is not really for us. You follow that? But they have their own hidden agenda that is a political thing with Black Lives Matter. And okay, Kaz says exactly who's got that kind of money lying around. To get that money, you have to campaign. That's what it's all about with the protesting. It's about campaigning, awareness, GoFundMe, all of that. Or if anything, our community should already have that kind of money in our own banks, ready when it's necessary. But we're not organized like that, and that's why these MFs get away with it. But anyway, let's get back to the Black Lives Matter. So they were present at the march last weekend on Saturday, and the march started at Westminster.
What to say? What I was gonna say
About what?
Black Lives Matter is not really
for us
thing in it, because it's run by obviously.
Well, it's run.
It's black women and a white man.
Yeah,
that's
has their own. That has their own agenda.
Yeah,
they have their own agenda.
That agenda, yeah. So it's
and
black man's thing still.
When High Priest Amun L was there, we saw the agenda in place. Especially, they want to belittle the black man as well. They don't want black man to stand up and talk on the mic. Like there was a couple of men that should have been talking that was present, and then one of their names is including High Priest Amun L and Respect, but they didn't want High Priest Amun L and Respect to be talking because we be talking the smoke. We're getting ready for action. We're not on a joke thing. We didn't come here to play. We were looking at Mark Duggan and Brixton riots and seeing what's this one saying. That's what we were saying. You get me? Because when we went there, we started at Westminster, Parliament Square. We marched all the way to Trafalgar Square. We're just saying, no justice, no peace. We didn't even play the footage. Let's go. Let's find the footage online. We can play the footage. But we went to Trafalgar Square, screaming, no justice, no peace. Then we went back to Parliament, still protesting. Then we eventually ended up at New Scotland Yard on the Victoria Embankment. And when we got there, not even when we got there, when High Priest Amun L was present at the march, he already knew it was a controlled march, that nothing is going to go on from it. You followed that. Like, it wasn't a Mark Duggan, it wasn't a Brixton riot back in the day. It was none of that. It was a polite march that was controlled by the police and Black Lives Matter. It was like it wasn't a conspiracy, but it was like an agreement that you can have your march, that you can do your little protest, but these are the rules and regulations. This is when it starts. This is when it finishes. This is what you can. This is what you can do. This is what you can't do. So anyway, so we went to the New Scotland Yard. The rally got smaller and smaller, and it was like the energy was dampened. I.e., it wasn't no, like what we're saying, Mark Duggan, Brixton Wright, none of that energy. It was more like controlled and shut your mouth. Don't speak up. Only the ones that are on the stand or on the stage can speak. Even Stormzy was present. But yeah, so let's give you a couple of sound bites of what went down at the protests. You're done now, Metascience. Let's go.
Oh shit. Oh, they know it might.
Yo, G, all right. Yeah? What glitch? Oh, the energy got damped. Hold on. Let me try and plug you in. Got about 5 minutes before we go off here. Yeah, but when I plug you in, remember no swearing, yeah? And don't talk about LGBTQ, like you get me, don't on a matter, don't do it on a matter on that. Come on, bro, man. Alright, let me just plug you in.
This is another, there's a family, there's brothers, there's friends, people here, and they don't do the emphasis on marriage. And so, the only reason I'm
You still there? Yeah, I'm still there, bro. So yeah, so we now got a special guest, Mr. No Bull Shite. I don't know what's happened. The internet all of a sudden just went off for him. But anyway, you heard the protests, what was going on, and what went down. There's still other stuff. Even Stormzy came through. And it was like even him was controlled because he wasn't saying no justice, no peace. He was just there really for he was there with a good intention, but he wasn't on no smoke, like how High Priest Amun El was on smoke. Unfortunately, High Priest Amun El couldn't talk on the mic because his equipment was down. He didn't have the equipment, and he couldn't speak up because High Priest Amun El was on the smoke. Yeah, we love the controversy. We love all of it. Now,
this is what I'm saying about
Go
most
on.
of these marches as well. Anytime there's been a black shooting and we've marched, there's never been any justice. Back in the days, like the black community was more strong, whereas like there will be justice after a march or justice after a shooting or a killing of a black man. Like the Tottenham riots back in the days, justice happened, whereas certain like justice happened after. That's all I'm gonna say. Like the black man got their justice in a certain way. Same with the Brixton riots as well. Like they got justice against the police, but the energy nowadays, like from black people, has died down. Like there's the black community has weakened still. Like a black man has got shot, and rest in peace as well. We need to say for Chris Cabba as well. But obviously Chris Cabba has friends as well, like, and obviously if that was your boy, you would ride out. You would ride out like for your boy, and they're Chris Cabba's friends, like, or his boys. They did music. They were doing that drill music, like, so be it like, and that's the thing about that I don't really like about this drill music. Like, people are doing this drill music and acting like they're gangsters and saying that, oh yeah, I'm a gangster, I bust my gun, blah blah blah. But when it comes to their boy dying, they don't ride out like in the way they should. Like, they talk about having ops, and more time when these drill rappers talk about ops, it's black on black crime. But when it comes to a policeman shooting a black man, a white policeman shooting a black man, they're not ready to ride out and bust their guns. Like, they're not ready to do that. They're not ready to go for war. They're not ready to do the Armageddon against the real ops. So
It questions like, what are they on? Like these men are just.
Is it a fake thing? Are you doing it for clout? Is this drill thing fake? Are you fake gangsters or are you real gangsters? Because a real shooter, a real shot, like a real man, a real gangster that busts his gun, he don't care who it is, like, and it's, especially if it's family as well. It's your boy and it's your family.
But catch us after the news and views, and we have more. You're done, no Metascience. No, I've got the news, isn't it?
Oh, okay.
No, but we're still online.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can still talk, but now you can. It's offline, isn't it? So now you can talk. We can talk the real thing.
Okay.
You get me? Okay. Now my man is coming through. So
yeah. That's what I was saying. When these drill rappers are making their tunes and talk about busting their gun or whatever, when it comes to busting their gun against the real ops, all that energy dies. All that energy just dies down, and they have no fight in them.
Yeah, we're all right. How you doing? Huh?
No, I was talking about ops still.
About the special ops, like, man's not really about the special ops and all that. I mean, which special ops are you talking about? The UK government?
No, I was talking about ops. I was talking about drill rappers, innit? I was saying that obviously, Chris Cabba's friends, they were drill rappers, innit? And drill rappers always talk about like busting their gun and black, like, and shooting their ops. And normally their ops are other black people, innit?
Oh, the radio.
But when it comes to police shooting their friend or police shooting a black person, they don't want to ride out. So that's why I was saying, are they really?
Yeah, it's down. The laptop's down. Uh-oh. It's off.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I'm turning it on now.
He's got some Dutch guy, and he's got like fucking pyramids, all kind of shit on his like pecs, his arms, all kind of shit, rough.
Well, you're talking about the head of the police force.
No, the person that's in charge of the labels of crime and
Oh,
drill.
okay.
He's a white brother.
I swear. Yeah, I can imagine.
I posted that a year ago, so let me go through my posts, and once we end this call,
Okay.
repost and send you guys.
I'll turn it down.
He's on a mad one. What's he doing? He's on a mad sign. He's on a...
No. I believe that the white.
No.
Yeah,
some dumb person.
Yeah, I can believe that the head of grime is a white person still, because grime and drill, their main agenda is the destruction of the black community, and obviously a black man wouldn't be the head of the music industry. Yeah, definitely, it's caused divides. It's to cause division.
I can swear now because it's not online, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not live on YouTube, so I can swear now, innit?
Yeah, it's to cause division in the black community.
That's even into deeper fucking poverty, deeper fucking fighting ourselves. Look what's happened to the crack fucking hoods in USA, man. You know what happened there, innit? They fucking introduced that shit to fuck the society up so they couldn't prosper, they couldn't gain no wealth. Just fucking fight between themselves and become poorer and poorer, innit? You get me? Kill yourselves.
Yeah. I definitely they did that. What was it in the early 80s? They put crack in the black community in America.
70s,
70s. Yeah.
70s, 80s, all that, bro. All that, yeah, exactly. So there's
to mash up the black community.
no like,
Make them go mental so they can put them in jail or in hospital or mental homes.
Come in, yeah.
Yeah, cool.
DMX. How did DMX die?
Yeah, how did he die? Is it like drug related?
There's so many, trust me.
Yeah.
Anyway, I will be in touch soon. I'll talk to you guys.
Okay, cool. Alright. Good to have you. Nice seeing you.
Uh-oh. Yeah. Getting peak.
Hello. Hi, Queen.
Huh? No. No, we never said that. We never said that.
You don't do that on the radio. You know better. Come on. Right? You said they don't come out and want to come out and protest. Use their mouth as their bully. Nothing else. Come on.
Okay.
Like when you come back on, you make that young man say, explain what he meant and make him know that he's not inciting violence on the police, yeah?
Okay.
All right, baby. Oh. You're supposed to come back. This is what I'm saying to you. When I say you need a wash up. Why is the radio station phone not working?
Because it was off. I don't know. It was off when I came. I never knew it was off. It's just on. I thought it'd be on. Like, it's only when Uncle called me, he's like, yes, I thought Rash Chelsea turned it on. I said, I thought Rash Chelsea turned it on. Mm. Okay, it's on. Right now, it's on. No. Okay, but we never said anything about busting gun. We just said the man them didn't come out. They didn't turn up.
I said they're outside the police.
No. Okay. 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 All right. Okay. All right. All right, Queen. Thank you for the guidance. Yes, Queen. All right, Queen. Thank you. Love you. Take care. Bye bye. Yeah, we got heat.
Radio,
Yeah,
radio,
yeah,
the radio,
yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Don't say nothing
So
about
she's saying you have to say it on the radio, but we're not saying to bust your gun. We're saying to protest
yeah,
with intelligence.
yeah, yeah,
That's what they're saying that you need to say.
yeah, yeah.
Like basically now.
and to create a new lasting legacy of peace.
All right. And welcome back to the Metascience Ministries Reasoning and Fellowship Show via Omega FM Radio.co.uk, aka 104.1 FM. This is the High Priest, Grand Hyphen of Metascience Ministries. Amun you done know Metascience. And alongside me is Immortal Schemes. Immortal Schemes. And just before we entered the radio, we got a lot of phone calls saying that people don't understand what we're talking about in terms of the situation with Chris Carber, and that people are a bit confused that we are talking disagreeably, but we want to make people aware that we're not advocating violence against the police. We are saying that the man them that is with this guy, Chris Carber, or his the peoples associated with him, need to be out there on the front line and protesting with intelligence, i.e., what we said before with going to court, raising money, and getting justice legitimately. Now, my brother with me on the radio was articulating that in a way that the younguns or the YGs or the young generation can overs how serious the situation is, because it's not only Chris Carber that suffered from the police, but also many others before him, like Mark Duggan, like the boy in Wales that died or came home and died from being in police custody, and others. Now, there's a phone number that is 338 that that is asking or talking and not really saying much. But we give thanks for you for listening, but you're not really saying much. 338. Anyway, so what we're saying is, in terms of like the conclusion of the Chris Carber, there's a march this Saturday. And, you know, High Priest Amun is very experienced, is a veteran in terms of protesting and marching and rallying and all of that good stuff. But we are saying that when we go on Saturday, the 17th, to New Scotland Yard, that we're not, it's no more talking, it's action. That's what we're talking. We want action, no talking, no armchair revolutionaries. And that's another thing. A lot of our community will just be talking about it, but not standing, not going out there, not supporting the brother. There's more white people that were supporting the brother. There was more LGBTQ people supporting the brother than our own community. Now, Does it make sense that other people, like white people, LGBTQ people, are putting more effort than these so-called conscious people, these rusters, these woke people in our community? It doesn't make sense. Some people say, oh, but protests don't work. That's why I don't go, because it's a waste of time. No, you're wasting your time at the protest. You're not putting your voice out there. You're not getting things done. This is the problem. 338, just be quiet. Now,
No,
go on.
for me, I see that okay, it's good in a way because you're getting your voice heard. Like you have freedom of speech to express your opinions. But again, like I said to you, the reason why I don't go is because there's in my past experiences, I've never seen any justice from it myself. But it's good to go. It's good to go and protest peacefully, and like you said, with intelligence, and go to the courts and go to Scotland Yard as well, and express your opinions and do it in a lawful way and get justice in a lawful way instead of an unrighteous way. It's like I was saying about because I missed out the topic of the Queen like earlier.
Yeah.
It's like the Queen. It's like what you were talking about with the Queen. Like a lot of us colored people as well. When the Queen died, like a lot of us had sadness in our hearts, and a lot of us didn't, because in the past as well, stuff that happened in the past to us. So, but the right thing to do is to just forgive. Because if you're saying you're conscious and divine and spiritual, if you're saying you don't want to, if you're conscious, if you're saying that you're conscious and divine and spiritual, and you're a freedom fighter, conscious, whatever, like if you're saying you're all these things and you don't have forgiveness in your heart, and you're doing the opposite, saying blah blah blah, like you're doing your opposite to spirituality, then that's just the ego. That's just an ego thing. Your ego self is coming out,
and also
you're not moving away from the ego,
and also you're taking it personal,
and you're lowering your frequency as well to their level.
Exactly.
To the lower chakra, to the root chakra.
Now, someone said, no, we don't need to forgive. That's the problem with black people. They allow the white people too much or something. You get me? Learn how to speak. 338. You get me? You want to join in, but you're scared to call in. I don't get it.
If you're saying you're defining and you're conscious, and you're all these things that you're ascended being, you're this, you're that, whatever. If you never learn to move away from ego, like your ego self, like you never learn to move up to a divine spiritual level, then you'll just always stay on that level of low frequency.
Well, someone is saying send ITV.
Like
ITV. Hold up. Someone's chatting to you.
Yeah.
They're saying if you're righteous, then you speak out and hate injustice. They're saying chakras is false doctrine. Kundalini is demonic. This is what man is saying on the Instagram.
And yeah, they don't really know.
Man said they don't really know. Like, it's not for everybody.
Yeah, it's not for everyone. So
you get me? Like,
people are stuck in religion, which keeps them. I'm not gonna say too much still.
I said he's not gonna say it.
I don't know if I can say it on the radio still.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well,
religious
it's one of
stuff, yeah.
them ones.
Yeah.
It's one of them ones. They're saying the new age is a Masonic construct, but we're not practicing no new age. Like we're aware of our ancestors. We're aware of what our ancestors bring forth. You see, the problem is
Spirituality, Kundalini, and all of that. It's from our ancestors, like
exactly. It was
from
before
the
Christ. It was before
from the
the
Sumerians,
doctrine.
from the Egyptians. Yeah, it was from them.
You get me? Or India.
We're all seeing when people look at the pyramids and see that eye of Ra, eye of Horus, and think of it as evil, is because they've been misled.
Man said misled, you know.
Or mistaught about the true religion.
Yeah.
Religion or the true.
No, the Metascience, the knowledge of self, knowing your truth, the alchemy,
yeah,
which is the spiritual science. Yeah. You follow that. It's like, okay, if the Kundalini is so bad, why is it on the hospital, or why do they use that as the symbol for medicine, the Kundalini? Come on. Why do they use it for medicine? Someone was saying about the Qigong and the Tai Chi is demonic, like breathing techniques are demonic.
So meditation is demonic.
That's what they're saying.
So
and
breathing, that means breathing is demonic, because meditation is just breathing and relaxing.
Exactly, because we haven't been taught in the West how to breathe.
It depends how your mindset is. If your mindset is, if you're meditating and your mindset is on a low frequency, obviously it's going to be demonic. It's where your mindset is at.
You get me?
And where your spirit's at.
Exactly, because everything comes from the breath. It says it in the Bible, that God breathed into man, and man became a living soul. You get me? So the breath is a connection between God and man. Without the breath, you don't exist. You follow that. The breath is everything. The breath changes, or the breath is the frequency. You follow that, because the breath works with the respiratory system or the heart, which has a pulse or a frequency or a vibration. And depending on how you breathe, it depends on your vibration or your frequency. So
exactly.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. Now, someone wants to come true in the live. I mean, are you ready to debate? Because we got other stuff. You want to debate with the guy, yeah? You want like, it's a fighting thing. It's not no like reason thing.
Yeah, come.
And it has to be clean. There's no swearing. There's none of that. You get me? Like, in fact, no, we're not even gonna. No, we're not gonna bring that car. That's a different energy. We don't want, because we already got controversy already. You get me? No, let's be real. High Priest someone out. No, because High Priest someone out doesn't want to be in trouble. You get me? And you know, as we have to understand that there's disagreeable forces that don't like what we're saying because it's the truth, and some people can't handle the truth, and as a result, that's why they choose religion, because they cannot accept that they are divine being and that they are basically in God's image. God's giving you all the tools.
He's saying you will be respectful, but the moment he's not, you could just look him off. But that it's up to you, because it's your team.
No, because it's gonna go in a different direction. Like, we still ain't talked about the freedom fighters. We still got the Metascience main event, which is the freestyles. You get me? You got your freestyle. I got my freestyle. The time is like 9:25. It depends, innit? It's what the people are saying online or on the radio. Like, if you want us to debate about religion, and spirituality with someone online, please call 0753 996 8143 or text 0753 996 8143 or write a comment in the YouTube chat, the Instagram chat, if you want us to have a mini debate about religion, because we know the cliche that you shouldn't talk about religion because no one ever agrees on religion. Everybody's always got their strong opinion with religion. You follow that, and we don't want to hurt anybody. We just want to maintain the peace, because that's what we're about as conscious beings. Like, we don't need to prove our point. Like, we know that everything is all perception, and that it's all about where your heart's at. Because when people talk about religion, 9 times out of 10, they're talking it with a passion, and it's not coming from the heart. It's coming from the solar plexus, i.e., the emotional center, or the energy in motion. And the energy in motion is just racing. It's not balanced. It's just on a racing thing. It's just on a fighting thing. It's on a fighting thing, and we don't want to. We want to sidestep that. You get me? Like, we know, like, we got our spiritual armor and our sword of righteousness, and we don't need to get into any debate that is not necessary, because there's bigger things that's necessary, like what we said about Chris Cubber and the police brutality that's been going on for decades.
I used to believe what you did. I'm here to teach.
You see, already that's sounding like from ego and that. You get me? Like, we're about selflessness and destroying the ego. Someone's calling.
Oh yeah, George is asking for the number still.
What George?
George, security.
Security, yeah. Man said he's been missing, bro.
Yeah, he wants to talk still.
Hello, greetings. Can you? Yeah, we're there. Okay, he's gone. The number is 0753 996
Hold on.
8143.
Say that again.
079. Greetings. Hold on. You're not plugged in. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear. Can you hear me?
Yes, King. 100%.
Are you?
We're good.
Are you good?
Yeah, we're good still.
Yeah. I mean, you're talking of the assassination of our brother, the African who died in Brixton. I mean, it goes back to there was another thing, a brother called Afar Rodney. He was gunned down in the middle.
Who?
I don't know what Afar Rodney.
When was this?
This was in 2005. It was one documentary. It was gunned down here. In the same style as the plan assassination. You know, you would have thought during, the time of grieving for the so-called Queen Elizabeth, the Queen Elizabeth of Kent, you would have thought that they would have been a bit more relaxed, but there's no time at the plan assassination. It's all part of the establishment.
Oh, what are you saying? It's systematic and institutionalized racism and all of that.
Well, of course. So who is the head of the institution? Who is the head of the police? When you look on the army, what does he have there? He doesn't fit. They're going to change now to HCR or whatever they're going to do, But it does the same old, the same old firm, carrying out the same things, over and over again. Now, I'm afraid, the passing of the Queen, I mean, I think it's totally, it's not really conducive to our struggle. I think it's part of our problems.
Well, I mean, look, how do we break the cycle? Because it's a yearly cycle in UK, and when George Floyd died by the police, it became global. Our situation, or what our community matter, has not gone global like that. And we're just keeping it 100. Like, it's the same level as George Floyd, and that was global. Now, maybe, sorry to cut you, but maybe because at that time we were in lockdown. Yeah, we were in lockdown and we had time on our hands, and that was what was popping at the time. But now everything's back, kind of back to normal, and it's like, that's not the focus. You know what I mean? But what do you have to say, King?
You see, well, for me, it's just the same old, palaver just going on. These people, I mean, look, just goes to show you that these people are warmonger. I mean, they're having a burial ceremony. I'm sure they call the woman who passed away, who's like her body to be carrying a gun carriage. What does that tell you?
One more time, King.
A gun carriage.
On a gun carriage.
Say that again.
They only worship the dead.
Huh?
I can't hear what you're saying.
I don't understand. One more time, King.
I say,
Yeah.
right, that you say the killing. This is a warmongering society.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Does that make sense to you?
Yeah. Like kill or be killed, do or die. Like it's savage. It's like that's what like the culture is all about. War. It's all about that kind of stuff. Like the same way like the Queen is getting ceremonies. It's all like militant.
Military.
Yeah.
Because look, for example, the guys that goes around palaces, I mean, it's true that they're probably amazing. They're not crazy. They tell you, and they answer questions, what you're doing there later.
I mean, that's what their system was built up of. But they took that obviously, like we know, they took that from the Moorish science, like the military, like having their war structure on land, air, and sea. So that's what they took from the Moors. But the passing, you have to be neutral in this like situation of the passing of the Queen. Like she's died, and anyone that's died is sad. It's a sad event.
Yes.
There's gonna be people that dislike, and there's gonna be people that don't. But you have to be neutral. And if you're a spiritual and conscious person, like you would
should be balanced.
You would know balance, and you would know that having hatred in your heart and cussing off and do it and disliking and saying this and saying that, bad putting bad intentions in your heart, it's all the ego. And when you keep the ego inside you, you can never ascend. When you remove the ego, then you can always ascend. When you stay with the ego, you'll never ascend. You'll never leave this earth. You'll never leave this. You never leave this plane. And the aim, we're all divine people. We're all spiritual people having a human experience. So now, if you want to have that spiritual experience, you got to let go of the ego.
Are you still?
Well, you need to tell the establishment that obviously the way you're looking at it. I mean, this is the one that the evangelical churches, known as the Anglican. Don't forget the royal family or the Queen or not the King. He's the head of it's a separate thing. And unfortunately, a lot of people, look where we come from, Nigeria, a lot of the people following the same philosophy, the Anglican. And this is affiliated to the Church of England. Complicit in transatlantic slavery and everything else. They were all complicit.
They are all complicit. Yeah, okay. Look, King, you want to go there, yeah? You really want to go there? Like my dad, yeah? He like my tribe, which is Abo from Delta State. My dad sent me something for the like on Facebook, like the Igbo history, and there was a picture of like one of the chiefs of the Abo kingdom with the queen, and the guy, he was very small. He was very tiny, Like you're shorter than the Queen, and the Queen is like 5 foot nothing, or even 4
No,
foot.
No, Metascience. She's not 5 foot nothing. She's shorter than that. She's a lot shorter than that.
Exactly.
She's not 5 foot. Yeah, she's about 5'2", 5'3". She's not.
Yeah.
She's not as tall as that.
Oh, okay. No, I was saying she was 5 foot nothing, like almost like 4 foot.
Yeah, put it that way.
Yeah. But you know, like, cause like there's a lot of hatred and there's a lot of talking and saying, that the Queen, she stole all the jewelry, I mean the diamonds, they colonized the Africa, they colonized India, they colonized the whole world, basically. Yeah. And okay, fair enough, yes, that is true. That's 100% true. Yeah. But you see Nigeria, yeah. My mom told me that Nigerians are the most talented beings on the planet. Like we are so intelligent and too intelligent for our own good that during the days of slavery, when that land, or let's just use my kingdom, yeah, so that no one can be offended, we were selling our own people. We were making money. We were doing business with the white man. This weren't no roots that you see on the video, on the DVD, that white man came on Africa and captured black man like it was a sport. No, that didn't run. That's white supremacy right there, because they want to give you that image that the white man is superior. That's not what happened. The white man had to do business with my kingdom, I'm talking about Abo kingdom, to get slaves. And as a result, the white man was able to build his kingdom. And we thought of the short-term gains from the white man until the white man became so strong that they got to the point where they can just take over Africa, which they did.
Well, this is hold on. Let me stop you there. This is why they're not showing up, trusting people. I think we're very vulnerable of people, black people, because we seem to trust our enemies. I mean, we should not trust yourself, but you cannot trust your enemies, obviously. For example, you mentioned Nigeria. Most of the leaders in the north, they were all knighted. They were given some knighthood.
Exactly. So what that means? Like we were doing, like we were, we were doing stuff with them, innit? You get me? Like, and again, let's not, because you want to talk like Nigeria, okay? So the whole war, yeah, with Biafra and all of that is to do with the British in terms of divide and separation. Instead of us, let's say us black people come together and say, you know what? Forget about Britain. They're not going to take over us. Certain tribes sided with the British. And that's how the British got their way.
Yeah, they sided with them just to get an extra spoon of sugar, which they shouldn't. This is why, you see, when you're over-trusting people, you become foul. You become fallible. You still become fallible. And then the consequences is going to be millennia, centuries, or whatever later on.
Exactly.
Don't forget that this Nigeria was created by an English woman, the Governor General in those times, in 1912, known as Lord Lady Lugard. Such a place never existed before. You mentioned Biafra. You mentioned the Yoruba part, Udua. The northern part was just an emirate.
But when you're saying the northern part, you get me? Like, there's a north part and then there's a north part where the man, like, you see, like my brother, he's talking about Moors and all of that. Yeah? In that north part of Nigeria, that's like the Moors, like the Arab looking black people.
Exactly. And because of the, I'm sorry to say this, due to the lack of education, the power, the minority, the power, the British word, I'm just talking about the British. We allowed them to kill the power to them. And we've got problems to them, Boko Haram and everything else. But anyway, we're look at the situation that we're in currently now. But Elizabeth area is gone. Not necessarily, we have to try and, twisting around, the Georgia, whatever they call it, Charlie, what they got to call it, we have to try and, focus on ourselves, better ourselves.
Exactly.
Because of who he is, I can't say his realm surviving zone. It's number one, he's an adulterer. Married, it's with the movement originated enough. The other wife who had children for him was assassinated, allegedly assassinated. I don't want to get myself into trouble, but conspiracy theory has that she was assassinated 25 years ago. So we need to be wary, know your enemy after you know yourself. Because after all, the enemy knows most about us. I'm sure that Metascience, that the queen who passed away, but some of the tribes in Africa, look how many times you visit Nigeria, Ghana, and everywhere else.
Yeah.
Well, if I tell you, I'm not saying she's an highly intelligent woman. I give her the props for that, to be so knowledgeable, which is taking keen interest in us. She knows about us. So how can we know about her? So let's do I leave it to start for the time.
All right, King. No worries. Thank you so much for your offering and your wisdom. Peace. All right, that was Ade from Hendon. Thank you for your offering on the show. Now, we're moving on because I think we've talked about all of that and time is running out. We've got 2 freestyles tonight, so we have to move on. But before we get into that, High Priest Someone Else had problem last week for, again, the diplomacy and being balanced about the Queen and not hating on the Queen and just saying just rest in peace or forgiving and etc. And certain fake freedom fighters were like, High Priest, you're a sellout, or we're gonna cancel High Priest, and we want you crucified. And High Priest Someone Else didn't take it lightly, because at the end of the day, High Priest Someone Else done the most out of any freedom fighter, because High Priest Someone Else been caught and been using common law in court and been telling policemen about common law that you shouldn't stop man, or going out in Sudan where people need real freedom, because here any protest that we do is just exhibition. Out there in Africa, you do protests is do or die. Be prepared for live bullets in your body, and that's what we're saying. So, why we're talking about it is because, like what we said, the fake freedom fighters wanted to cancel High Priest Someone out, and it's always a black person as well that want to cause him problem. Not even the white man saying High Priest Someone Else, the bad guy, black person. You know what I mean? And this is the problem. That's why we can never unite, because it's always our own people trying to cancel us out. Don't have to go into it, but look, Marcus Garvey, Malcolm X, Tupac, Nipsey Hussle, Pop Smoke. There's too many. Osar, too many. Jesus Christ, too many man.
B&B Rock. That guy.
Oh yeah, B&B Rock. That's a new one that happened this week. A young rapper from Philly or Philadelphia was gunned down in LA for nothing. And yeah, we're just it's out of order. You know what I mean? Especially that person that tried to cancel High Priest Someone Else and failed. It's out of order because it's an evil intention. There's nothing good about it. You know what I mean?
If you felt that he did something wrong, you could have come to him like 1-to-1 or DM'd him in his Instagram or emailed him. You didn't have to cancel him.
Who?
No, I'm saying they didn't have to cancel you. They could have DM'd you or emailed you or talk to you like face to face. They didn't have to do the whole try to cancel you thing.
Yeah.
Because again, that's you're you're battling against your own people, which is bringing the community down. Instead of uniting together, we're fighting against one another. So that's what we need to be about right now. Uniting with each other.
But this is what we're saying, bro. Like,
Strong
what?
black community.
Yeah, this is what we're saying. Like, but this is our community, though. Like, look at Sasha Johnson. Like, she got gunned down by black people. I know, bro. Trust me, you get it. Everybody knows. You get me. It weren't no white people that did that. Like, the people that did it, they're not even in jail. They're not. There's not even a case.
What happened to her as well?
Bro, she got gunned down. Like, she was in.
No, I mean it like now. Like,
Oh, right
still,
now.
Yeah,
She's still
alive.
No, she's not alive. Someone's
alive.
I mean, she's alive, but she's not on road. Greetings. Greetings.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Are you all right with this counseling situation?
What counseling?
Sorry?
What counseling?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you.
For some reason, I can't hear you.
Oh, okay. But we
Are
can
you
hear.
okay with this counseling situation?
What counseling situation?
You said someone was trying to counsel.
Oh, cancel.
Oh, cancel.
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
how to pronounce, young man. I know how to pronounce.
No.
I know my pronunciation.
Shout out to Mu3, shout out to Egyptian Queen, shout out to Farhan,
Yeah,
shout out to Senchi TV, shout out to everybody in YouTube.
I don't agree
everybody.
with the cancelling culture.
Yeah, cancel culture. Yeah.
Like people just
That's
want to cancel
normal.
people over like nonsense. Like any you can get cancelled for anything nowadays.
So, are you okay?
Am I okay because they wanted to
Yeah.
cancel me? I mean, of course, Queen, because at the end of the day, it made me stronger. Like, you know what I mean? We got this freestyle that's coming up, you get me? Because of people that wanted to cancel, man. So that's what we're going to do for our main event. We got 2 freestyles, so you're going to hear it as well. I know
I think that you should be okay. And I think here's the deal.
Go on.
You always should remember the passage in the Bible. What comes out of a man's mouth will define him. So be glad the spotlight has gone to this person so you can see what they are about. Bible again. A man against you cannot before you. So anybody who is within your structure, you're going to have to do cabinet reshuffles from time to time. And you're going to find that egos and people are not strong in their manhood, and they will have to be changed. This is just the course of what's going on. So be very glad that this person has been exposed. They're naked to your platform or what they do. And, you know, basically, they are very translucent. So you can see through them. But there's no reason to be pernicious. So we can all work out, we can all do the math of where it's coming. So you just need to move on, strengthen yourself, be very careful in your deliberations and who you are around. You know, spend some time in the States, and then you'll be coming back and telling me you know how to walk softly, but carry a big stick.
You say spend some time where?
Sorry?
You said spend some time where? In the States, did you say?
Yeah, in the States.
Why do you say the States?
Why did I say the States? Who's that I'm speaking with?
Immortal Schemes.
Sorry?
Immortal Schemes.
Okay, good evening, Mr. Singh. So it's a place where I have grown up.
Okay.
And it made me, part of my history is from there, and it just made me more worldly wise, have better observation. And it gave me a good understanding of where I was in terms of UK living. And Amun is a person who has a curiosity worldwide, so it's something he's gonna go to as well as Africa and Caribbean. But you never have to be scared of any of these people.
Did you learn a lot in the States?
That's a very childish thing to do, to mistreat you in that way. And then you have to remember a lot of men who are your contemporaries, they're very feminine. They haven't been grown up with any loyalty, any honesty, any honesty. And so they behave in a very feminine way. They're not clean-handed. So always remember, what comes out of their mouth will define who they are. And once you realize what is in the heart, You just have to decide whether you take them on or you don't bother.
But a lot of
You
the
just do your,
lot of the
you
reason
just
why
do your stuff.
the feminine
Hmm?
thing, I was gonna say touch on the. I was gonna before that I was gonna say, have you learned a lot from like growing up in the States?
I would say so. It's the same with where's your parents from?
From the Caribbean, Grenada.
Grenada, okay, which is called the Spice Island, man.
Yeah,
You
correct.
spend time growing up with your family in different parts of the world, you have a more different eye when you come back in to the UK. So you have a different in terms of the economy, in terms of healthcare, in terms of what you see education needs, and what you want in terms of your life. So, when people leave and are usually outside somewhere, someone will say, oh, everybody's from Jamaica. No, everybody is from Jamaica. And if you look at the island where your parents are from, Grenada is one of the GDP highest islands in the Caribbean because of that nutmeg. And that nutmeg one time used to be more or at least prominent to the gold in the world. And today they're the second highest exporters of that nutmeg. People may say, but it's a nutmeg. But it's a treasure. And it's something which is formidable there with the ancestry and the growth. And if you follow the Silk Route, so when you go to Grenada, you can see about the Silk Route and how the nutmeg is transported through the gold and the profitability of it. You can't, if you come from that particular culture, you can't come back here and say you don't see life a little bit different.
Yeah, definitely. When you
realize what you can do, you realize what you are. Probably you spent time with your grandparents down there and they speak in proverbs, and you come back a more strengthened individual.
Yeah, definitely. When you go to the Caribbean, you see a different aspect.
And then you realize why the world from First World to Second World War, how it's divided by a pencil. We're going to take this, we're going to have this. But if you look at the islands, every island has something on it which is marketable and is profitable.
Yeah, definitely.
And that is why the islands
you see people in the Caribbean like living with little to nothing and they're happy. Whereas over here, people have everything at their will. Like they have their NHS, which is free. They have our money strong.
Well, if you've got, that's what I'm saying. So.
And people are still upset.
Yeah, but that's the same in the Caribbean. In order for you to have your medical care,
you have to pay
you
for
have
it.
to have a certain amount of at least insurance planning for some money. That's not too different from America. It's a real big surprise if all your life you spent in the UK and then you realize, oh, to go and live there, I've got to make sure I have this for my children. I think it's a big difference. So that's why I said it depends on you. Some people, they just go places and they just on the sun lounger, which I don't mind. I'm quite partial to myself. But once you know the history of where you're going to, especially if you've got your grandmothers and your grandfathers and their ancestry, you come back as, I think, a more holistic person, a person who's got some growth to them and some understanding.
Yeah, definitely.
So where your parents are from is very lovely.
I hear that, Queen. But Queen,
I'm going to let you go. Take care of yourself.
Thank you.
Thank you. Nice talking to you.
You know, if you feel like that, you know what to put on. You just do your workout to help the survival of the fit, only the strong survive.
Thank you.
Thank you,
and
Queen.
This guy, you ain't a cook, son.
All right, Queen. One. Thank you. Take care.
Take care of yourself.
You too.
Stay blessed.
Thanks.
And you never let anything bring you down. You have sisters, you have brothers who think the world of you and the kindness and the goodness that you're doing in this world. And you put your faith in that creator.
Okay, Queen. Thank you.
Take care.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye. All right, mystery caller, thank you. We've got about 8 minutes or 7 minutes left. We want to do this Metascience freestyle. I appreciate someone else has one question. Are you ready for the main event? on the Metascience Ministries Reasoning and Fellowship Show via OmegaFMRadio.co.uk, aka 104.1 FM. If you are ready for the main event, make some noise! Because first up, we got Immortal Schemes that's going to give you a conscious freestyle on the beat that you should know by Tupac. So High Priest Amun has a question for you, bro. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready still.
You ready? You ready to come on the mic? Let's go.
Yeah. Immortal Schemes. Since I was born, a brother lived a life of pain. So much war scars that I nearly went insane. Sick to death, how I'm living not to heal my brain. Purify my mind, the only way I heal from pain. Clean my soul and spirit, I'm a God's mode again. There's no pretense, I need nothing of it. My home, the brewery, is where me and brothers met. Shield myself from demons, my aura protects. Protect me from my entities. There's too much pestilence, there's too much disease. They're still trying to kill us with these new medicines. I'll never lower my energy and frequency. Believe, you cannot come against your God to me. Divine ancestors call my enemies. Friend of me, slaying the beast. God's energy. Only chill with real kings, only chill with real G's. I need a Nubian queen that overstands, I need peace. Be with me, support me, my aims, my legacies. Only thing a man like me achieves. Go with me, bring mangrove back. We need our own black police, black community to bring a black man, a black queen peace. To bring the black man, a black queen peace.
And I think you should go against them.
Yeah.
Because I don't think them man understood what you said, bro.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
So one more time.
Okay.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Come on. Let's go. Come on, one more time, bro.
Since I was born, a brother lived a life of pain. So much war scars that I nearly went insane. Sick to death, how I'm living not to heal my brain. Purify my mind, the only way I heal from pain. Clean my soul and spirit, I'm on God's mode again. There's no pretense, Anunnaki is where my soul was sent. My home, the brewery, is where me and brothers met. Show myself and demons, my aura protects. Protect life to protect me from my entities. For too much pestilence, for too much disease. They're still trying to kill us with these new medicines. But never lower my energy and frequency. Believe, you cannot come against a God like me. Divine ancestors call my enemies. Friend of me, slaying the beast. God's energy. Only chill with real kings, only chill with real G's. I need the Nubian queen that overstands, I need peace. Be with me, support me, my aims and my legacy. Legacy, the only thing a man like me achieves. Go with me, bring mangrove back. We need our own black police, black community to bring the black man and black queen peace. To bring the black man and black queen peace.
Well done. Hey, you smashed it.
Kind of spend time still.
But you smashed it, bro. Now, we've got about 3 minutes left. And we're ready for the main event. And the High Priest Amun has got this Metascience freestyle. That is a diss track to them fake freedom fighters that wanted to cancel High Priest Amun. So the High Priest Amun has got one last final question. Are you ready for that Metascience freestyle from the High Priest? And if you are ready for the Metascience freestyle from the High Priest, give me a hell yeah. Hell yeah! High Priest, are you ready? You're goddamn right, I'm ready for this freestyle. Let's go! Metascience! Metascience, Metascience. Metascience, Metascience. Metascience, Metascience. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready for the Metascience? Let's go, check it. Metascience. Come on. The High Priest is back and he's ready to rap. He's ready to give you the facts and he's ready to attack. The Queen just died. Fake freedom fighters want the high priest crucified. Black lives matter cause 12 committed another homicide. No justice, no peace until the high priest feels satisfied. Fake freedom fighters can't cancel the high priest cause his spirit is strong inside. Mess with me and your body will be found 6 feet underground. Haters make a lot of noise on social media, but in real life, don't make a sound. Fierce shit. Wait, one more time. The high priest is back and he's ready to brag. He's ready to give you the facts and he's ready to attack. The Queen just died. Fake freedom fighters want the high priest crucified. Black lives matter cause 12 committed homicide. No justice, no peace until the high priest feels satisfied. Fake freedom fighters can't cancel the high priest cause his spirit strong inside. This with me and your body will be found 6 feet underground. Haters make a lot of noise on social media but can't really make a sound. High priest comes around and they get shook. Banknotes are the new Charlie notes. Banknotes are Charlie. One more time, last time, let's go. The high priest is back and he's ready to brag. He's ready to give you the facts and he's ready to attack. The Queen just died. Fake freedom fighters want the high priest crucified. Black lives matter cause 12 committed homicide. No justice, no peace for the high priest until he's satisfied. Fake freedom fighters can't cancel me outside cause my spirit's strong inside. Mess with me and you'll be 6 feet underground. Haters make a lot of noise on social media but don't really make a sound. They're shook when I come around. Banknotes are the new Charlie. This weekend it's time to party. Trolls want my attention, but they're illusion in my dimension. These trolls are little kids, they deserve detention. The biggest troll started it all has mental health with evil intentions. Metascience. Metascience.
A media rating 104.1 FM. News and views.
All right.
Around your community.
That was a wrap. Still, that was good. We had a good one still. Yeah, it's all recorded, bro. It's all there, man.
Those who want to say a
It's
final
all there,
goodbye
man.
to Queen Elizabeth.
Everybody.
now go
So that's
to
it,
her
guys.
castle in central
We're out.
London, and
Hope you had
that's
fun.
why in
Peace.
space at Westminster
One love.
Bridge, from where Barry
Metascience.
is watching.
Those who paid their respects to the country's longest serving monarch say it can be emotional.